And this is just something to get used to with your movement. So if I'm doing like Sinawali, I can add in my switches with my Sinawali. So I'll keep it nice and simple here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On this last one, it comes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When this one comes up, I have my reverse, my switch. When this one comes up, I have my switch. There is technically a switch on every line. Switch, 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 switch. Okay, so if I start to add in my footwork, anytime that I'm traveling, I also have a knife switch. Switch, switch, switch. And it's good to cycle between reverse grip and forward grip Sinawali. It's a skill that some styles use, especially cane arts, but you want to be able to cycle through. Okay, so we just did it with the blade. The blade teaches me that I can transition on each piece. This is true for stick as well. If I look at my Sinawali pattern, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why do we teach Sinawali? We teach it to learn perpetual motion, that movements keep going. I just have my basic down, I have my sideways motions, I have my upwards motions. And again, if I get more relaxed with it, it's faster. I can get power differently. But if I have to apply a new skill, it might be a little harder. So I'm going to dial it back to basic, which is this way, which I would never stand like this in front of a person. I would do this close as a guard, because if I stand like this, somebody's going to hit me in both arms and cut both my arms off. But from right here, 1, 2, 3. When this comes back, there's my switch. Okay, I just did a split finger switch. Split finger is from here. I split my finger. So if I still have to hit somebody, I can use like C-lot mechanics. I'm still here. I have my spoon grip. If I still need to use C-lot mechanics, that's really hardcore. Okay. And then I go to here. So each position is super stable. And now I have my reverse grip, which is like a lot of cane systems use. Okay. I could use a switch like this, like we do with the blade. But for this just makes it a little easier. 1, 2, 3. This comes up. I switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. So I'm cycling here a split finger. Strike. Strike. And when I'm coming up, because of the position I'm in, if I split finger again, it feels like it takes too long for me. So I'm going to cycle that one. 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can hit with the puños. It's a lot easier from this position. There's my switch. There's my switch. Okay. So when I add the body mechanics in, the switches should be a little easier, because there's my switch. I'm trying to slow it down so you can see it. There's my switch. Because when it starts getting fluid, it's very hard to see. Okay. Once I start to iron it out, it just looks, it's hard to tell. Forward grip, switch, 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 switch. Okay. Once it starts getting fluid, you can't detect it, right? So that's why sometimes there's value in slowing it down, showing each position, and the split. But that is exactly the same thing that we're cultivating when we work. Switch, switch, switch. I add in the footwork, switch. I change the lines, switch, switch. It becomes, again, harder to see. Okay. So that's a little cross comparison demo for the day for your overlap. For 20 years, I've been doing Sinawali reverse grip, same way. There's nothing in the book that says you can't do it. If you want to get really good at it, you'll start doing it with a sword, because then it'll force your alignment. Cool. Okay, so next.